We call it networking, and that word sometimes feels big and scary. All it means is building and maintaining relationships, something that we all do all the time. But now you're going to think about that in service of finding your next opportunity. So a couple of tips on succeeding with your relationships in your job search. The vast majority of jobs are not found by submitting an application online. They're found through somebody, some other human, making an introduction for you. So number one, know your audience when you are building your network. Different people are very different. Some are very casual. Some just want to text back and forth with you. Other people might want to meet in person. I recommend that you adapt to the style of the people that you want to connect with. So rather than saying, hey, can we set up a phone call? I would say, what would you prefer? Would you prefer that I ask you a couple questions by email, meet for coffee, set up a call, whatever is best for you? Play on the playing field of the person who you want to be helpful to your job search. Next, don't make assumptions about what that person can do for you. Sometimes we will think that somebody is going to make a recommendation to a job, but in fact, they'd rather help you with your resume. Some people might want to introduce you to 10 people where you thought they were just going to give you a download on the industry. Try to be open-ended in the questions that you ask people. I call it informational interviewing, a common phrase in job hunting, which is really about asking people questions. Don't be shy about bringing a list of questions you have and a notebook to take notes, but try to make every conversation have some outcomes for you. In fact, I recommend whenever you talk to someone about your job search, asking them to give you homework. What book should I read? What other person should I talk to? What professional association event should I attend? What changes do you think I should make to my resume or cover letter? When people give you actions, it does two things. Number one, you get the benefit of the advice that they're giving to you, for instance, to update something on your LinkedIn profile, but it also gives you a reason to follow up with that person, to circle back with them and say, thank you for that advice to read that book. I read it and it was helpful. By taking their advice, number one, you're showing how much you value that person. But number two, you're also demonstrating a really important professional skill that if they then refer you to a job, that person is confident that you are going to show up, that you are going to follow through with the employer that they recommend to you. So try to get your networking connections to give you assignments for your job search. I'd also recommend, in this day and age, to diversify your professional network as much as possible. Other veterans, but also people who have never served in the military, people who are of a different gender, of a different race or ethnicity, of a different generation from you. Sometimes we're very tied into our communities or people who are similar to us, but endless opportunities can be found if we go outside of our natural circle of connections. So try to deliberately meet with people, have conversations with people, attend events with people who might be very different from you. That can open up a lot of opportunities. A few more tips on networking. Number one is I really recommend being the asker, being the one who says to other veterans, other job seekers, friends and family, hey, I signed up to go hear the speaker at my local bookstore. Why don't you come with me? Or I think I'm going to go to this job fair. Let's go together. Sometimes having a wingman or a wingwoman can be really empowering to let you feel supported and for you to support the other person. One of the hardest things about job hunting, particularly if you haven't done it in a long time or ever, is that you're doing a lot of asking. You're needing a lot of help. You're always the one hoping to get an opportunity. I recommend that as much as possible, be the initiator, be the helper, be the asker. Even if you are having coffee with someone, asking them to help with your job search, always say, what can I do to help you? Is there anything that you need? We all have value, and that mutually beneficial nature of building relationships is incredibly important to your own mindset, I think, but also to letting other people know that you are a colleague, that you are somebody who has value in the marketplace, even if you happen to be looking for a job right now. Another aspect of networking that I think people overlook is genuine curiosity. If you meet to talk with someone because they work in nonprofit management and you think that's an area you want to go into, let them talk about what interests them. It might go in a very different direction that can have value for you. Sometimes I think we're very focused on exactly what we came to learn, but if you follow the discussion, if you follow the curiosity and other people's passion, that can sometimes lead to really interesting understanding and opportunities. In fact, there are statistics that show that in a job interview, when there's a real job on the table, if the interviewer talks more than the candidate, you're more likely to get the job because you've shown yourself to be a good, curious, interested listener, and even employers find that that has tremendous value. A final and critical piece on networking and building your personal brand is to be very generous with your appreciation and gratitude. Whether that is writing a handwritten thank you note, which I personally love, or sending an email thank you, or even a text message thank you. It's showing people that you value their help. Certainly, it's a requirement after a traditional job interview, but if someone has coffee with you, if someone takes a phone call with you, if someone forwards you a job listing, always taking that extra moment to say thank you builds your personal brand in other people's minds. It makes them want to help you again, and it's, of course, just the right thing to do.